Halloween. When October rolls around, Minecraft gets into the spooky spirit with some spectacularly seasonal surprises. Between October 20th and November 3rd, bats become much more common, able to spawn at light level 6 instead of their usual requirement of light level 3 or below. But the real treat comes on Halloween itself, October 31st, when zombies, zombie villagers, husks, drowned, skeletons, strays, zombified piglins, and wither skeletons might be spotted wearing carved pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns on their heads. If you're lucky enough to slay these festively dressed undead with a looting enchanted weapon, you can even claim their headwear as your own. The tradition began back in Java 1.4.2 for Halloween 2012 and has continued every Halloween since. Oh, and the title screen gets in on the action too, with the splash text changing to an appropriately ghostly, "Ooh, spooky." It's nice to see that even digital undead monsters understand the importance of seasonal fashion. They may want to eat your brains, but at least they'll look festival while trying. Christmas. During the most wonderful time of the year, from December 24th to 26th, Minecraft spread some holiday cheer by transforming all chests, large chests, and trap chests into festive presents wrapped with red paper and green ribbons. This Yuletide tradition started in Java 1.4.6 for Christmas 2012 and has continued every year since. In that same update, Dinnerbone added a skis.png texture file as a red herring that got players speculating about skiing mechanics that were never planned. For Christmas 2013, the developers added another joke feature, pigs riding chickens, which was never fully implemented. And just like Halloween, the splash text gets a holiday makeover with Merry Xmas appearing during the festivities. One thing to note, the chest transformation doesn't apply to those inside boats, so your seafaring storage will remain decidedly unfestive. I guess Santa's elves have a strict no boats policy in their chest decorating union contract. Cake. For Minecraft's 10th birthday on May 17, 2019, the cake received a special makeover in version 1.14.2-Pre2, adorned with a Big 10 candle on top. During this celebration, the only splash text that appeared was turning 10 years old. This birthday cake was short-lived though. The changes were reverted on May 20th, 2019, and you can't see them again even if you install the pre-release version and change your device's date. It's the digital equivalent of your mom showing everyone your baby photos for exactly 3 days before hiding them away again where no one will ever find them. Thing banner pattern. There's a secret pattern hidden among Minecraft's banner designs called the Thing pattern. You can craft it using an enchanted golden apple and paper, which will create a banner pattern displaying Mojang Studios' old logo in whatever color dye you apply to the pattern. The name Thing is actually a translation of the Swedish word Mojang, which means gadget or thing, a clever nod to the company's name. It's probably the most expensive way to show company loyalty in gaming history, sacrificing a rare enchanted golden apple just to make a corporate logo. Even Apple fanboys don't have to trade in a kidney for their stickers. Withers on blocks. The fearsome Wither boss makes a couple of subtle appearances in block textures. If you look closely at the 2x2 painting, you can spot the distinctive T-shape made of soul sand topped with 3 wither skeleton skulls used to summon the boss. Similarly, the chiseled red sandstone block features the Wither's 3-headed silhouette around its edges. It's like the Wither has its own merchandising deal within the Minecraft universe. Next thing you know, it'll be selling Wither-branded energy drinks and signature skull-shaped headphones. Guardian. Before the texture update, examining the Guardian and Elder Guardian texture files would reveal the word Jeb hidden in an unused area, a signature from one of Minecraft's lead developers. It's like finding out your terrifying spiky fish monster has a cute little tattoo with someone else's name on it. Slightly disappointing for the Guardian's intimidation factor. Armor stand. The texture file for the armor stand contains hidden signatures from the developers. It's an unused area in the bottom right. You can find the word Surge, the developer who implemented armor stands. After the texture update, Joppa, the artist in charge of the update, also added his signature to the bottom left of the texture. This is essentially the Minecraft equivalent of graffiti artists tagging their work, except instead of abandoned subway cars, they're tagging virtual mannequins. Zombie pigmen. Before the texture update, the zombie pigment texture contained the hidden message "Thanks Zophobia" in an unused area. This was Notch's way of crediting Zophobia, the original creator of the texture. That's right, even in the early days of Minecraft, credit was being given where credit was due. It's like finding out your bacon had a proper Ancestry.com profile all along. Creeper. The creeper's original texture reveals its unlikely origin. It's actually a modified pig model. The earliest creeper texture shows a lighter version of the pig test texture with some green added. You can even see areas mapped out for arms and longer legs that were never used in-game. This explains why creepers have a body shape somewhat similar to pigs. It's gaming's most famous coding mishap. I tried to make a pig, but accidentally created the most iconic gaming monster since Pac-Man's ghost. Oops. Textures hidden in transparency. Many of Minecraft's textures contain invisible pixels set to 0 opacity, which aren't visible in normal gameplay but still contain color information. These hidden elements can be revealed by disabling the alpha channel in an image editor. Most are likely development leftovers that weren't completely erased but simply made transparent. It's like Minecraft's texture files never quite learned to clean their room, they just shoved everything under the transparency bed where mom wouldn't see it. For example, the leash knot was built using the arrow texture as a template, all shield textures have a hidden banner texture underneath, and the stray's robe was derived from chainmail armor. The bell texture appears to contain extra faces that aren't used in the final 3D model. Mob textures are particularly rich in hidden elements. Alex's texture contains her face with glasses, a reference to Jeb, and an unfinished arm texture. The silverfish has different colored regions around its hair textures. The endermite has an earlier snapshot texture underneath its current design. The bat texture contains an unused face and parts of the spider head texture that was used as a template. Cat textures have undergone several revisions, but most still contain parts of the original designs hidden in transparency. Wolf textures, including angry, tame, and collar variants, all share similar hidden elements, with the collar texture containing an entire wolf hidden beneath. Other examples include the Blaze with a hidden body texture, a Magma Cube with a second pair of eyes, the Wither whose armor texture was based on the Charged Creeper and whose texture contains duplicate head designs, Guardians with template textures visible, Vex with a larger head and leftover wing designs, and zombie textures containing villager zombie heads. Capes. Several cape textures hide secrets on their undersides where they're not easily visible during normal gameplay. The Translator Cape has a big pink T, the Chinese Translator Cape features a small pixelated Chinese flag, Cheap Shot's Cape includes a small Japanese flag, the Prismarine Cape shows the Prismarine block texture, the Scrolls Champion Cape displays a big yellow S, the Turtle Cape reveals a turtle's belly pattern, and the Birthday Cape features a big yellow star similar to the Millionth Customer Cape. It's the Minecraft equivalent of having a secret message inside your jacket. It's super cool until you realize nobody can actually see it unless you're doing a handstand. Languages. Minecraft includes several joke languages you can select from the language menu. Pirate Speak, Lolcat, Shakespearean English, Anglish, Puristic English of course, and Upside Down English. The game is also available in some fictional and constructed languages. Klingon from Star Trek, Quenya, one of Tolkien's Elvish languages, Loban, a logical constructed language, and Esperanto, a widely spoken constructed international language. There's even a secret command. If you type ExcitedZE into the recipe book search bar, your language automatically switches to Pirate Speak. This is a reference to ExcitedZE, the username of former Mojang staff member Maria Lamont. Playing Minecraft in Lolcat is the only acceptable way to play if you're a true internet culture connoisseur, or if you're actually a cat with opposable thumbs and a gaming PC. Upside Down Mobs. If you rename any mob except the Ender Dragon, Squid, or Glow Squid to Dinnerbone or Grum using a name tag, spawn egg, or command, it will render upside down. The mob's behavior doesn't change, it just appears flipped. This feature was added because Dinnerbone, Nathan Adams, and Grum are Minecraft developers whose player models appear upside down in-game. Players with these names will also render upside down, which can be toggled using the Show Cape button in skin settings. In Bedrock Edition, Players can make themselves appear upside down by using these names, but only if they haven't signed into Xbox Live. It's particularly amusing to watch an upside down creeper try to blow you up, like being menaced by the world's most dangerous ceiling fan. Rainbow sheep. Name a sheep Jeb with the underscore using a name tag or renamed spawn egg, and you'll create a psychedelic rainbow sheep whose wool continuously cycles through all possible dye colors. This visual effect is purely cosmetic. When sheared, the sheep drops wool of its original color, not the currently displayed color. In Bedrock Edition, the rainbow effect continues on the remaining wool even after shearing. These sheep basically look like they swallowed a gaming PC with RGB lighting, the ultimate flex in the Ovine community. Toast the bunny. While developing rabbits, Minecraft developer Ryan Holtz was asked by user XYZen420 to create a memorial skin for his girlfriend's lost rabbit, Toast. Now, any rabbit named Toast changes its skin pattern to look like the real-life bunny, white with black spots. This works even on the normally hostile killer bunny, although it remains aggressive despite the cosmetic change. If the renamed killer bunny manages to slay a player, the death message will read, "Player name was slain by Toast." Imagine having to explain to your friends that you weren't killed by a ferocious monster, but by breakfast sidekick. Johnny. Naming a Vindicator Johnny or setting its Johnny tag to 1B via commands causes it to attack any nearby mobs except other illagers and gas. This is a reference to the famous "Here's Johnny" scene from the horror movie The Shining. Zoglins share this same behavior when given the name. It's the perfect way to create chaos at a mob convention, like bringing that one friend who starts arguments with everyone at any party. Deadmau5's ears. Electronic music producer Deadmau5 has a unique character model in Minecraft. His skin includes special ears that appear above his head, mimicking his iconic mouse helmet. These ears were built into the game code rather than being part of the normal skin dimensions. His name tag also renders 10 pixels higher to accommodate the ears. Interestingly, the ears are tied to his username rather than his UUID, meaning if Deadmau5 ever changed his name, the ears wouldn't follow. It's probably the only time in history that a cease and desist from Disney actually resulted in something cool being added to a game. Notch's death. At one point in Minecraft's history, when the game's creator Notch died in-game, his character would drop an additional apple along with his regular inventory items. These special apples were initially unobtainable through normal gameplay. However, this feature was eventually removed from the game. Apparently, even in his own game, Notch couldn't escape the apple a day rule, just in reverse. Never displayed splash. The game's splash text file contains an entry reading, "This message will never appear on the splash screen." Isn't that weird? True to its word, this splash is programmed never to appear on the Java Edition title screen, though it does sometimes show up in Legacy Console Edition. It's the splash text equivalent of that philosophical question about trees falling in forests. If a splash text exists but is never displayed, is it really a splash text? Missing no splash. In older versions, if you deleted the splash's text file while also deleting the meta.inf folder, the title screen would display "missing no" as the splash text, a reference to the glitch Pokemon from the first generation of Pokemon games. In more recent versions, this has been changed to a zero-width, no-break space character, which appears as a box containing ZWNBSP when rendered in Minecraft's Unicode font. Leave it to game developers to create an Easter egg that specifically references another game's bug. It's like celebrating someone else's coding mistakes. Notch's birthday. Until Java Edition 1.8.5, the splash text would change to "Happy Birthday Notch" every June 1st, which is Notch's birthday. This was removed after Notch left Mojang. It seems even birthday celebrations aren't immune to corporate ownership changes. I bet Microsoft doesn't get Notch a card either. Holiday splashes. Various holiday-specific splash messages appear on special dates like Happy New Year on January 1st and Merry Christmas on December 25th. These may be slightly different each year, but it's nice to know that even a game about punching trees and fighting zombies takes time to celebrate the holidays. Work-life balance is important, even in a blocky apocalypse. Coronavirus. During the COVID-19 pandemic, special splash messages were added to encourage health safety, including wash your hands and support elderly relatives and friends. When even Minecraft is telling you to wash your hands, you know the pandemic got serious. Zombies are giving hygiene advice right now. Tributes to Technoblade. Following the announcement on June 30th, 2022 that popular Minecraft YouTuber Technoblade had passed away from stage 4 cancer, Mojang added his skin signature crown to the pig on the Java Edition launcher art in his memory. A special splash text honoring him was also added in version 1.19.1. The launcher art was later updated for the Wild update, which removed the pig and crown. It's a touching reminder that even in a game about building and survival, the real legacy is the community we build together. Technoblade never dies. Command blocks. Command blocks previously contained several Easter eggs. Typing Surge, case sensitive with a capital S, in a command block would set the previous output to #ITZLIPOFUTZLI. Running the /help command in a command block would display various messages prefixed with Surge says, including humorous lines like YOLO, ask for help on Twitter, have you tried turning it off and on again, and sorry, no help today. These features were removed in versions 1.13. Apparently, Surge was fired from his position as Minecraft's resident fortune cookie writer. Java Edition Launcher. The old Java Edition launcher was filled with hidden surprises. Hovering your cursor over the play button would cause a random mob to appear in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. The top left corner featured a translucent creeper face that had a 1 in 11 chance of being replaced with a shrugging emoticon. Clicking either of these would turn them solid white. Additionally, pressing Ctrl B would play the experience or pickup sound. All these Easter eggs were removed when the launcher was updated to version 2.1.497x. It's like the digital equivalent of your fun uncle getting replaced by your boring corporate stepfather. Legacy Console Edition Tutorial World. The TU12 TU13 tutorial world in Legacy Console Edition contained the Tower of Pimps, 4 gold blocks stacked on an obsidian block, on the top floor of the sandstone pyramid. This was a reference to Achievement Hunter's Let's Play Minecraft series, where the tower was created by Gavin Free and became a trophy in their competitions. Nothing says educational tutorial quite like a monument called the Tower of Pimps, Minecraft education at its finest. Stampy Longhead reference. The TU19 CU7 1.12 tutorial world in Legacy Console Edition included an island featuring a recreation of popular YouTuber Stampy Longhead's house and his boat, the SS Stumpy. This boat also appeared in the trailer for that update. It's the closest thing to officially sanctioned Minecraft fanfiction we've ever seen. Stampy probably has the tutorial world framed on his wall. Portal. The achievement for crafting a cake is called The Lie, referencing the famous phrase, "the cake is a lie" from Valve's game Portal. It's like gaming's most overused quote found a forever home in Minecraft, the meme equivalent of adopting a stray cat. Super Mario. The Elytra's flight mechanics were inspired by the wing cap from Super Mario 64, as confirmed by developer Tomasu in a tweet. Additionally, one of Minecraft's paintings is a reference to Donkey Kong. Nintendo lawyers are probably too busy counting money to notice these subtle nods, or maybe they're planning a cease and desist against the concept of flight itself. Star Fox. The achievement for using a Riptide enchanted trident is called Do a Barrel Roll. This references the iconic phrase shouted by Peppy Hare in Star Fox 64 and Star Fox Zero. At this point, it's less a reference and more a legal requirement that every game must include a barrel roll somewhere. 2001 A Space Odyssey. Before version 1.13, using the /help command in a command block could display "Oh my god, it's full of stars," referencing a quote from the novel 2001 A Space Odyssey. Crash reports can also contain the quotes "I'm sorry, Dave," and quite honestly, I wouldn't worry myself about that, from the same source. I'm just disappointed they never added a monolith block that mysteriously appears near any cow farms you build. Age of Empires. When an evoker sees a blue sheep, it turns the sheep red while saying "Wololo." This directly references the priest unit from the Age of Empires strategy games, which would convert enemy units, changing their color while making this distinctive sound. The sound sample was taken specifically from Age of Empires 2: The Age of Kings out of 1999. It's the gaming equivalent of your history teacher slipping a Monty Python reference into a lecture on medieval warfare. Terraria. According to Jens Bergensten, the Wither boss's summoning mechanism was inspired by boss summoning in Terraria. Minecraft also acknowledges its friendly competitor with the splash text "Also try Terraria." This cross-promotion is like seeing Pepsi tell you to try Coke, a rare moment of wholesome competition in the cutthroat world of business. Counter-Strike 1.6. 3 of Minecraft's paintings depict maps from Counter-Strike 1.6, 2 showing Diagnostic and 1 showing a successfully bombed target. Having Counter-Strike maps as peaceful decoration in Minecraft is like hanging photos of battlefields as living room decor. Strangely normalized yet deeply weird when you think about it. Grim Fandango. The Minecraft painting titled Mortal Coil references the character Bruno Martinez from the game Grim Fandango. Nothing says child-friendly building game like references to a noir adventure about travel agents from the dead. Project Zomboid. One of Minecraft's splash texts reads "Also try Project Zomboid," promoting another indie game. It's nice to see games supporting each other, like a digital version of the Shop Local movement. Mince Raft. There is a 0.01% chance, 1 in 10,000, that the title screen will display Mince Raft instead of Minecraft. This subtle letter swap has become legendary among players. Crash logs also sometimes include the phrase, "You should try our sister game, Mince Raft." I can only assume Mince Raft is a cooking game about how to properly prepare cube-shaped meat. Someone is closing me. After a game crash, the second to last line of text in the game output launcher tab reads "Someone is closing me," a bit of personification that makes it seem like the game is aware of its own demise. It's like hearing your computer scream as you force quit a frozen program. It's slightly unsettling for sure, but oddly satisfying. Enchanting symbols. The mysterious symbols that appear in the enchantment table interface aren't just random graphics, they're actually words written in the standard Gaelic alphabet from the Commander Keen games. However, these words are randomly generated and don't correlate with the enchantments being offered. This alphabet was also used as part of a puzzle for Minecraft's 10th anniversary. So many players thought they were decoding arcane secrets when they translated these, only to discover phrases like, "Well, of course this doesn't actually say anything important." Sounds. Minecraft's audio files contain some hidden surprises. When the music for Disk 11 is converted to a waveform and run through a spectrogram, it creates an image that appears to show the default player head and C418 signature. The composer's name, C418, is itself a play on hexadecimal, as C is 12 in hex, making it 12418. Similarly, when ambient cave sound 14 is analyzed in a spectrogram, a creeper face appears. The ambient sounds of the Crimson Forest biome have a more mundane secret. Many were created using balloons. This confirms my theory that the Crimson Forest is actually just an interdimensional birthday party gone horribly wrong. The Killer Bunny. The game contains a hostile rabbit variant called the Killer Bunny, which attacks all players on sight. This is a direct reference to the killer rabbit of Caer Banog from the film Monty Python and the Holy Grail. This deadly bunny can only be spawned using commands and only exists in Java Edition. It's a shame they didn't also include the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch as the only effective weapon against it. I think there's a missed opportunity there. Super Secret Settings. In Snapshot 13W36A of Java Edition 1.7.2, Dinnerbone added a Super Secret Settings button to the options screen. Clicking it would play a random game sound at a lower pitch and change the screen shader effect. These visual filters were removed in Snapshot 15W31A for version 1.9. It was like Instagram filters before they were cool, making everything look terrible in unique and exciting ways. Crash screens. When Minecraft encounters a fatal error and crashes, the crash log includes humorous messages like, "Who set us up, the TNT?" or "Hi, I'm Minecraft and I'm a crashaholic." Even in catastrophic failure, the game maintains its sense of humor, like a stand-up comedian who keeps the jokes coming while being escorted off stage. Debug profile results. Running the /debug command generates profile results that, like crash reports, contain witty comments at the top. Some of these are shiny numbers. Am I not running fast enough? Sad emoticon. I'm working as hard as I can. Will I ever be good enough for you? Sad emoticon. Speedy. Zoom! Hello world. 40% better than a crash report. and several others in the same vein. It's like your computer is going through therapy while running Diagnostics existential crisis packaged as performance data. Item and block NBT tags. If you use the give command to give yourself an item that can mine a non-existent block ID, the text will display missing no, another reference to the glitch Pokemon from the first Pokemon game. Minecraft really has a thing for that particular Pokemon bug. It's like the developers had a traumatic experience losing their Pokemon save files as children. Scottish Steve and Swedish Alex. In Bedrock and Legacy console editions, the default skin pack includes Scottish Steve and Swedish Alex skins, referencing the locations of the companies developing the game, 4J Studios in Scotland and Mojang in Sweden. These skins can also be used as color skin swaps for Steve in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm still waiting for Silicon Valley Steve with a hoodie, energy drink, and crippling imposter syndrome, but I digress. Item models. Several items have unique placements when worn on the player's head using the item replace command. End rods and spyglasses protrude like unicorn horns, lightning rods sit at the side like snorkels, fish appear like an earpiece and microphone combo, banners display similarly to those worn by pillager captains, fence gates are worn like glasses, bones are held in the mouth like a dog would carry them, leads wrap around the eye like a monocle, and feathers stick up from the back of the head. It's like Minecraft's hidden fashion designer went wild one night after too much coffee. What if everything could be a hat? But this is only the half of it. Stay tuned for part 2, where we complete this list and answer the burning question, which Minecraft Easter egg is the coolest? To keep up with our channel, just like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.